How to rename a PostgreSQL database with Ansible? I'm going to show you a live demo with some simple Ansible code. I'm Luca Berton and welcome to today's episode of Ansible Pilot. Ansible rename a PostgreSQL database. Let's talk about the Ansible module PostgreSQL_DB. The full name is community.postgresql.postgresql_db, which means that is part of a collection on module community.postgres maintained by the Ansible community to interact with PostgreSQL. The collection is tested with Ansible Core version 2.11 plus, so prior versions such as 2.9 or 2.10 are not supported. The purpose of the module is to add or remove PostgreSQL database from a remote host, but it could handle also some other interesting operations such as backup and restore, as well as renaming a database. Parameter. Let me summarize the main parameters of the module PostgreSQL_DB. Ansible supposes that PostgreSQL is running in the target node. The only required parameter is name, the name of the database to interact with. The parameter state specifies the desired state of the operation for the selected database. Option present means that the database should be created, and option absent means that the database should be deleted. Other useful operations are dump and restore that use pg_dump, the embedded PostgreSQL utility to backup and restore the target file. Another useful operation is rename, exactly our username, from name to target. Please note that this module uses a Python library underneath, specifically psychopg2. You must ensure that Python 3-psychopg2 is currently installed on the host before using this module. And now, demo time! Let's jump into a real-life Ansible playbook to rename a PostgreSQL database. I'm going to show you how to rename the testdb database in the current PostgreSQL server. Are you excited? Let's move on. Welcome to my editor. I'm going to show you how to rename a Postgres database with Ansible. First of all, let's start our playbook with 3- as a YAML document and a name for our play, PostgreSQL demo. That is going to target host all of my inventory, and I need a root privilege for some operations. So let me set become to true, and let me define also two variables that might be very useful for the future: db_name, testdb in my case, and db_new name, exampledb. These are the source and destination name, so I'm going to rename testdb to exampledb. First of all, our task list, the first task must be named utility present to verify that the underneath Python utility is present on the target system. I'm going to use ansible.builtin.package module. On database, the name of the package is python 3-psychopg2, and the state must be present on the target node. A second operation after having utility ready to run is finally to rename database. This is going to use community.postgresql.postgresql_db. Some parameters are needed. First is the state, so our operation will be rename, and let's specify source and destination. Source under the name parameter, so db_name in my case, and the destination under target parameter. So in my case will be the value of db underscore new name. Here we go. So just in case I need only to change a variable. Okay, so let me define that this code run under a specific user, exactly the Postgres user. This is the database administrator user for Postgres. So everything looks fine. Now I have a source and destination name, so I'm going to rename testdb to exampledb. I really love to define some variable in my Ansible code, so just in case I need to change the name of a table, I need only to change a few lines and my code will be ready to go. Let's move it on my terminal. First of all, let me verify the state of a freshly installed machine. This is a machine running PostgreSQL, so let me connect via SSH. DevOps is my username, demoexample.com. Let me switch to root and from root to Postgres user, the database administrator user. Under this user, I could run PSQL, the database interaction utility, to list the available database. So \l. As you can see, testdb is present on the system. So let me disconnect and run my Ansible code to verify the action performed. Okay, so Ansible-Playbook is the command line utility. Let me specify the inventory file as well, also the Ansible Playbook code. So under PostgreSQL is called db_rename. Here we go. The execution is actually super fast because Ansible will only trigger the database management system to rename the database and perform all the operation. As you can see, we got OK on the utility present, which means was already present, and change status on the rename DB, which means some operation were performed. So now my testdb was renamed as exampledb. What happens if we execute again the same code, so basically with no database to rename? Well, I'm expecting a different status. In this case is OK, which means no further action are needed. This property is called idempotency and is very important of Ansible. So now let me connect again to the same system. DevOps at demoexample.com, also switch to root user, and from root user to Postgres user. PSQL, the command line of Postgres, this time with \l return exampledb in the list of database. So the operation of renaming was successful. Good job, Ansible. This is another operation that we could automate using our Ansible automation code. Yay! Now you know how to rename a PostgreSQL database with Ansible. Thank you for watching. I hope this lesson is useful for you and you can use in your everyday journey to automate more and more. Have a great day and see us on the next Ansible Pilot adventure. Yay! This video is part of our Ansible automation program. Sign up today on www.ansiblepilot.com for uninterrupted exclusive video and so much fun.